This week, Ria and I are getting to experience the finer side of camping as we check out some great glamping options at East Canyon State Park.
Then Reese Stein is back to show you a great camp in Mill Creek Canyon that has a wide variety of activities from archery to rock climbing.
Finally, we're joining the folks from Green River on a great new dirt bike rally that welcomes riders of all ages and skill levels to participate in the fun. It's all headed your way right now. At Your Leisure is next. Wagon ho!
Woohoo! Wagon train!
Hey everybody, welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
And I'm Ria Rossi Booth.
And we are up here at East Canyon State Park. We're getting into the pioneer spirit a little bit early this year, but this is a great way to start your spring while the green grass covers the hillsides to come up and get your family in the outdoors.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. They have these adorable like Calistoga wagons that you can sleep in. You got like 4 people in here, bunk beds, really nice queen in here.
Oh yeah,
lovely.
This is a very, very posh cabin. It ain't nothing like the ones you saw in the TV series 1883, okay? There's some space. There's some real estate inside these things. But they're a very interesting wagon. They're built in Idaho up near Bear Lake. Which I might say is where my family comes from, and they were custom built for the park, and they brought them down here to give you an authentic camping experience.
Oh my gosh, you talk about unique and beautiful. We're looking out our front door literally, and you see the beautiful reservoir, you see the mountains, there's a little snow cap, the sun's coming down. I could honey, I could live here.
Yes, you know, the snow, you know, it is May. You know why they call it May, right?
Why?
It may snow, it may rain, it may be cold, it may be hot.
He's so clever. It's so true. In Utah, you don't know where you're going to get.
That's true.
Right? It's always lovely, but you don't know.
Anyway, that in addition with the yurts they have up here, this park is open year-round. Let's find a little bit about the accommodations up here.
A lot of people, when they drive by the park, they see these massive wagons sitting out there and they think they're just on display, but they're not. They've got a king-size bed at the front of the wagon, right? As well as a bunk bed set for the children and a dinette area that includes a microwave and a refrigerator. Not only do we have our beautiful wagons, a lot of people are kind of curious what a yurt is, right? It's almost like a large tent, but it's totally furnished. It's got walls on it. And the cool part about it is they're round, so there's more opportunities to have interactions with your family or your friends when you come up. We've got the perfect setup for you.
Of course, while the accommodations are good, if you're like us, you usually forget something. And unlike other state parks, East Canyon is just about 7 minutes away from the town of Morgan.
Yeah.
And they got all kinds of stuff here. Cute little shops, a main street, and a kind of an everything store.
Oh, it has everything, little fishing rods for kids and big fishing rods and their bakery and their deli. This is just a really great little store.
It is. So I need to get a fishing license and maybe a couple other things. So ready, break. Okay.
Well done, Chadwick.
Score! I got a fishing license for another year. Now, remember this, folks, okay? If you're ever going fishing anywhere in the state of Utah, unless you have one of these that's current, do not put your hand on a rod and reel, okay?
Yeah, that's right. And you didn't get me one, so I noticed, so can I like get on your shoulders and then just make sure I don't touch the fishing rod?
Yeah, I think that works, other than my chiropractor will be wanting to see me again.
I'm gonna get on your shoulders
you
and
sit
I'm
up there and eat the
these
cookies.
really good cookies that I bought, because I got a notion we may not be catching any fish.
Oh, we're gonna catch fish. We're gonna catch fish.
I hope we do.
Yeah, anyway, well, we're gonna head back to camp. You head off to our where to for this week. Let's go.
I'm Reese Stein, at your leisure, with this week's Where To adventure. And if you're looking for a fun place to enjoy the outdoors close to home, Mill Creek City's Venture Out program has just the ticket.
It's about getting families in the outdoors, letting them experience nature and see the wonderful amenities that are here at this camp.
In its successful inaugural last summer, The 3-week event drew dozens of families to Camp Tracy in Salt Lake's Mill Creek Canyon for a variety of fun.
Up here I've been fishing, shooting arrows, and rifling. It's been a blast.
This year's event promises even more, whether you're up for just a day or ready to pitch the tent for a family campout as the Averett family did last year.
Well, it's sort of the last hurrah for the season. Things have been kind of hectic, so when we had the opportunity to come up here, we thought, let's check it out.
And for Mom, the Venture Camp has a special appeal.
And they're making food for us.
No cooking this weekend,
No cooking.
Daughter Wren can't wait to get to all the varied activities around the camp.
I want to have a lot of fun during it and hopefully learn some new things.
And apparently the fun isn't just for the kids.
Well, we like to get outside as much as we can, so being able to do it so close has been nice. And with school starting, it was kind of a nice way to come up and spend a weekend without having to travel too far.
Camp Tracy is just a few minutes up the canyon from their home in Salt Lake City, but it's far enough.
They bring their iPods and their screens with them?
No iPads, no phones, no tablets.
That's the best part.
That's the best part, yeah. I think they just love being outside, being in nature. They get to run around. Yeah, it's fun to hang out together.
The Whitties are getting some together time at the handicraft venue, while Dad and Maddie are hooking up at the trout pond.
Oh, look at him. Do you have any nets or anything? You don't, I can grab it, it's fine. Okay, Pip, hold it. No, Pip, hold this up.
You gotta hold it, Pip.
The Bailey and DeWall girls try their hands at archery with varied success.
It's my first time and it was really fun and I got 4 out of 5.
There you go.
Yes, I got. Well, I sort of suck at it, but I got 3 out of my 5 arrows on.
Then they head to the Gaga Pit. So many things to try.
Shelter building, 9 square, rock climbing, slack lines, just so many different funs, even mud piping. That's a different thing that most people don't do at camp, but we thought we should add that.
Camp Tracy isn't just for Boy Scouts anymore, and you don't have to live in Mill Creek City to join the fun. Registration for the July, August, and September sessions is underway at the Venture Outdoor website. Just click ventureout.org/camp. Reese Stein at your leisure with this week's Where To adventure at Camp Tracy.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. I'm Curt with Slikrok Productions, and this is Cody. He's our producer with At Your Leisure, and we're going to be spending quite a bit of time this year together.
Yeah, we've been talking a little bit about off-road recreation, and specifically we were kind of talking about the buzz in Moab and kind of what's causing that buzz and that negative connotation, or we used the word boycott maybe, that we were trying to get away from.
We're going to try to put a blanket on this. So ultimately, there's been some negativity that's come out of Moab, and I think this happens across the country in a lot of areas, but this has kind of been the hot spot for a while. And there's residents in Moab. There has been a few political people that have kind of started this fire a little bit, but ultimately we've kind of really added fuel to it by talking about it in a condescending manner.
In a negative way.
Exactly. And Moab is a destination place.
Right.
And people travel this country to come to Moab, and Moab is known for the off-road mecca.
Right.
But it also has national parks around it, and so a lot of people come for a lot of different reasons. Ultimately, they just all enjoy the outdoors in their own way, and there's nothing wrong with that. But the city has had some complaints with the noise from UTVs and from the off-road world. And so they've tried to take a few steps in it, but I feel like we're kind of making this worse by making a point of conversation, or how we're converse about it.
And to the point about some of the steps they've taken, we were talking about the verbiage on the speed limit signs and
Right.
how
Right.
they're misleading. And we were talking about specifically like, well, I own a 3-wheeler, it's OHV registered, so based on that verbiage, I can take my
On the
3-wheeler
verbiage,
down the street
anything
legal
that's
road.
got a registration sticker for off-road could drive on that road by the verbiage. It isn't what the city intended. The intent was to get the UTVs to slow down a little bit, keep the decibel level down. The verbiage says speed limit's 25 miles an hour. Off-road vehicles 15 miles an hour, which basically says if you have an off-road vehicle, you can drive on the streets at 50 miles an hour. It may not have been the intent, but it is misleading.
Just so we're clear, I can't drive my 3-wheeler down the streets
Nope,
and
the
probably be breaking the law,
The law
by
is
doing
still
that.
the law.
Right. Yeah.
And technically, you don't have to drive 15 miles an hour anyway. We are a street legal vehicle with everything that is required by the DOTs. We're insured. The speed limit is the speed limit.
Right.
But as outsiders going in, we want to be respectful and understand that there's citizens that live there, and we want to do our bit to help.
Just
you know?
because you're street legal doesn't mean you can't throttle down or turn off your light whips.
We've watched people race on Main Street, watch them drift around a corner. You watch them coming through with their stereos pounding and LED lights going on.
That's not helping.
It's just not helping. Just mellow out when you're in town. Be respectful because people live there. And ultimately, I think that's how it goes away. And we don't engage in conversations online with ignorance. You know what I mean? Boycotting is not an option. There's a lot of great businesses down there. Last time we were down there, all kinds of businesses have signs up that say we support UTVs. They're reaching out to us. They're saying, hey, come do commerce here. There's a lot of great people down there. 99% of the people down there want us to be there. Let's just be respectful and understand we're in somebody else's town. This segregation thing is just dumb. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense. The political pull of the left and the right, and they use the extreme ends of one side or the other to try to sway the other side. It's just like we all enjoy the outdoors.
We all want to recreate in our own way and
exactly
make that work.
As long as we're all respectful of each other, you and I don't have to agree on everything. You can be a bicycler and I can be a Jeep guy. We can wave to each other on the trail and you enjoy your day, I'm gonna enjoy mine. That's just how life should be.
Sounds like the way it should be working.
Well, there we go. We just solved all the world's problems. We'll be right back with At Your Leisure.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are up here at East Canyon doing some fishing, enjoying the gorgeous scenery, and are we going to have fish for dinner tonight?
We're having fish for dinner tonight, Ria. We're having fish for dinner.
We're really not. We're really having chicken, because I brought chicken.
No, we're having fish.
No, we're not.
Yep, you don't worry about opening the cooler. We're bringing fish out of the lake.
Okay, well,
Okay,
we'll see.
I'm getting a kokanee for you and a rainbow for me, okay?
Oh, and there is fabulous fish up here, though. No, honestly, like, I think, you can do, what is it? Is rainbow and kokanee?
And, well, that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's only 2 I can remember. There are about like 6 of them up here in the lake.
And we just saw some guys come in with a bunch of fish, so you really can get some really great
Yes.
fishing out here.
So quit talking, go warm up the grill. I'm bringing you
Okay,
fish.
but I think we need a boat.
All right.
I really do.
All right. Well, it just so happens that if you come up here and you want to fish by boat, you can. Now go start the grill.
Okay, I'm going.
All right. Let's find out a little bit more about all the things you can do while you're up here.
Obviously the reservoir is the main draw to this place, right? So any water activities, swimming is a popular one. Fishing is huge, right? We have several different species of fish in our blue ribbon fishery here at East Canyon, so that's a big part of it as well as hiking on the actual historic Mormon Trail, right? That's an awesome experience for you, as well as we've got some trails on the north end right here next to the campgrounds where you can take advantage of that as well. Bird watching is huge. A lot of people don't realize that at this time of year it's perfect because we have a sage grouse lek. The number one thing that you can do to keep yourself safe is wear your life jacket, right? That's always the message that us rangers try to promote more than anything else. That's the number one way that you can keep yourself safe. Other ones are to learn a little bit more before you go, right? As well as speed and proximity when you're around other boaters or people swimming or anglers on the shore. We want to make sure that you're going safe speeds when you're out on the lake. Those are some of the other fun options that you can probably take advantage of while you're up here at East Canyon.
Honey,
Yeah.
did you catch anything for dinner?
I did. I caught 3 rocks and an old boot. And of course, the boot got away with the hook. And so all I've got left is...
Okay, well, we don't have enough barbecue sauce to cover all that up because I knew the fish weren't going to be biting for you today. So I got some beautiful barbecue
For once,
chicken.
we didn't bet $1 million on this.
You owe me. You owe me millions of dollars.
No. No, it's the other way around. I've been keeping tally for 10 years, Bunny.
I know. The mound is this high. I owe you billions.
In billions, yes.
I am such a welcher. I'm a welcher.
I thought you were Italian. Anyway.
Yeah, you're Welsh.
We're going to serve up this chicken right now. Why don't you go to this week's Along the Way? I think it's so cool they have these barbecues built
I know.
in.
Isn't this beautiful?
If you like motorcycles and incredible views, there's a new annual rally based in Green River that will tick all the boxes.
We are doing it every spring, hopefully. So this is our second one, and we plan to do one in 2023 and so on. I hooked up with the guys from Adventure Hideaway. They helped me out a ton. I know very little about dirt biking, but I know that area and I know we have some amazing trails out here. And so I connected with them so that they could connect with the dirt bikers.
Not only are there an incredible variety of outrides available, but the hub in Green River serves as a meeting place and an opportunity to fine-tune skills before heading out into the desert.
Green River Dirt Bike Rally, they had me come out and do some free lessons. I do a lot of teaching, and I said, yeah, let's set up a great course. It's free to anybody that wants to come and learn some skills on a motorcycle. So I go through the basics all the way to advanced. The city kind of put together this little course, and this is public land. They just decided, hey, yeah, we can bring out some obstacles and throw them down. So, you know, and it's gonna stay here year round. Anybody can come out and practice this stuff.
For those who are ready for it, there is a vast network of trails nearby to take advantage of. With the good communication of the organizers and local authorities, you can be sure that you are recreating responsibly.
This is an event it's on BLM and state lands. It's BLM permitted it, and we're working closely with the BLM to try to keep these trails open. You know, so we're out here respecting the trails, respecting other riders, really just trying to make it a fun event for people to get out, enjoy the state we live in. We actually have quite a few out-of-state riders coming in.
Having an enthusiastic and knowledgeable guide to show you some of the hidden secrets also has its advantages.
With a guide, especially a local guide who knows the areas, you know, there's times to be on a trail and you'll stop and there's a picture guide panel that's, you know, 50 yards up that you'd never know was there unless you had somebody with local knowledge.
The rally creates memorable experiences for all skill levels. A sociable event to meet up with like-minded enthusiasts from all over.
Yeah, I'm originally from Ohio, so I rode a dirt bike all growing up. The terrain's a lot different. It's a lot less rocky, and seeing this new terrain has been awesome. Getting to know my bike a little bit more and meeting some new people. It's been a great experience.
What a pleasure it is to be able to enjoy 3 days of awesome riding on these precious public lands.
It's just, you're out in the country and it's just beautiful. There's no way to explain it. It's heaven on earth. Without riding like this, I would probably be home watching TV. This gets me out in the great outdoors, and what a better place to be. We're not gonna live forever, so you have to enjoy every day. And I've been here every year, and with my daughter every year.
Nothing quite like quality family time in the great outdoors of Utah. Wondering how to join in on the fun?
You can go to greenriverdirtbikerally.com and check that out. It'll be updated throughout the year as we plan the next year's event. And then we also have a Green River Dirt Bike Facebook group page and Facebook and Instagram page.
Something to look forward to next spring. For this week's Along the Way, I'm Steve Brown.
Okay, let me deal, because I've been watching a lot of Big Valleys.
They play poker on
And
that?
they play poker on that show every
All
time.
right, what's our game today?
21.
Okay. Nothing up my sleeve.
I hope not. That's a big old sleeve. This is so
Have the whole
warming.
deck up there.
I love this cozy little yurt. It's so fun. It's like, honestly, you're getting away from everything, aren't you, when you come in here?
That's true. Yeah, I feel like Santa Claus, hunkering down for that long winter's night, even though it's May. It's just been the way the month's been. So
It's so true. We're gonna do a little hot chocolate. I'm gonna have actually hot chocolate with my marshmallows because that's the only way to drink hot chocolate. Load it in.
she's dealing on the marshmallows. That was supposed to be our gambling currency, but
Hey, that's not 21, honey. You're playing poker or something.
okay. Well, while we figure out how the dealings go, why don't you deal with next week's show?
Next week, Curt Miles from Slikrok has challenged Chad to get into a side-by-side with him at Rally on the Rocks, and you are not going to want to miss the look on Chad's face when Curt puts him through a thrill ride.
What do you mean? I think I can hang. Then, we're going to show you a great trail that has something for everyone. It's embedded with rich history, has spectacular views, and takes you right to some terrific rock crawling.
Finally, Scott Huntsman visits the Jeep Experience to show off some of the latest innovations in the 4x4 industry, as well as take a test drive with some very unique vehicles. Now let's take a look at our contest winner.
This week's contest winner was submitted to us via email by Stephen Oxborough, and it looks like Stephen is the lucky winner of a $400 gift certificate to TuneX.
TuneX offers the best upgrades and repairs for your rig. Visit tunex.com for more info.
And don't forget to check out the all-new AYLTV.com website to stay up to date on all of the great outdoor events near you.
This is cozy.
Yeah, it is. Next week's show looks really good, so now I know what I'm going to dream about tonight.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to dream about this beautiful, this gorgeous sun roof.
Skylight
is fabulous up there. And I can see the stars, and I can sleep anywhere if I don't like it here anymore because we're kind of in here. It's good, but you got that pull out down here, you got the bunk bed, you got the futon.
To be honest with you, I'm surprised that she's actually in here because she's so claustrophobic. I can't believe that she's not in some place where she can't stand up, because that's usually how it is.
You know, when I'm on the end, it's all beautiful. But this is just a great place, great park. I think y'all should come out here. And
you can find out more information by going to the State Parks Reservation site, or specifically just go to East Canyon State Park on the State Parks website and just see what they have to offer up here. And I think you'll be booking a trip real soon.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I say lights out. What do you say?
Yeah, you're right. Remember, there's adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure.
At your leisure. Hey, would you hit the lights on the way out? Good night.
Nighty-night.